My name is Jordan Garcia. I am 21, and I'm a future filmmaker. Yeah, film's okay. Film's okay. I love animation way more than film because it's fun. Yeah, everything it causes me joy when I see people watching the films that I make, and the process is very interesting. So, a very simple answer, I think, is poignant enough.
My real name is not Vlad. I take off mask now to reveal real identity, Ace.
Oh my god, he's taking off his mask. No!
No, Kyle! Ah! Yes, it is me. I am actually Heather. Oh my god, my name's Heather.
Dude, it's Heather. We gotta take her out. Go!
No, oh my god, don't touch me. You guys are like, ow!
The most recent film that I really liked the most was Spider-Verse. I think that's very stylistically the way that I want a lot of my stuff to be. And I really love diversity in films. I think that's super interesting.
I see this spark in you. It's amazing. Whatever you choose to do with it, you'll be great.
We live in such a different time now where media is so accessible that it's kind of difficult to not fall in love with it. I guess for each and every person it's different because, not everyone wants to be a filmmaker, but it's just one of those things that I grew up with as a kid and I really, really loved doing, or rather consuming, and then eventually doing. I like the collaborative aspect of it. So I think the parts where you are together with your cohorts and creating something together, like right now, like this here, I think this is the actual doing portion is probably my favorite part because this is such a social thing, and I think I'm a social person, so I think this is very important, and I like this the most. Yeah.
My name is Joshua Dades. I'm 20 years old and I'm a future filmmaker. I would like to make films because that's definitely a passion that I have. I feel like I have a certain type of vision that is different from a lot of people. I feel like I can definitely bring something new. It's not really widely accepted in the Black community to branch out into certain things like that. Now it's being a little bit more accepted, but it wasn't always the cool thing or the Black thing to do, to be a filmmaker or do something abstract like that. And also because of the industry, the filmmaking industry, it's hard to get in anyway, and to be Black is 2 times harder, or whatever. So it's a lot of hard work to get into that field, and that they don't want us in there being successful. So yeah. Anything that you learn throughout the day, every day, can be used to help you in your ideas, your storyboards, your scripts, whatever it is. If you keep an open mind, you won't have a negative outlook on the world, and that negative outlook will affect your work. So keeping an open mind will keep you open to new things, and new things will create new things.
My name is Alex Kahanap. I'm 19 years old and I'm a future filmmaker. favorite style or genre? Definitely documentary. It feels like you're capturing real life versus like creating this fictional world, and that's just really interesting to me.
But yeah, we're a nonprofit in North Philly, and we just have the kids make amazing artwork, and we just try to empower them. The meaning behind this is like to find that empowerment within yourself, and to like always, take care and nurture yourself, because you only really got yourself. You have your friends, you have your families, but always having an understanding to find love within, to empower yourself is also really important.
My favorite part of the filmmaking process, it has nothing to do with filmmaking at all. It's actually like the building of relationships with the people that you're interviewing, or like the actors that you're with, or like finding the story. Like even though filmmaking, like the actual filming and editing is really cool, it's also like the end piece, like when you see it done and you find your story. There's like always that moment when your film is done where you're like, this is like a completed piece that I created. 85 Berwick stands at the intersection of America, of the Philippines, of 3 generations of Filipino Americans, and is built upon the ideals of the American dream.
Berwick has aged with me, standing by as we traded in my pigtails for a graduation cap and its 90s-era sprawling white carpets for turn-of-the-century hardened floors. Watching over me with its red door and brick-lined pathway as I first walked, first biked, first drove, first loved, first lost.
There's a lack of women in a lot of industries, right? It's like, not necessarily because they're not interested, but because it's discouraging when you don't see a lot of yourself in like a room, or like if you're in a room with all men in like a bio class, it's like intimidating to raise your hand as a woman, right? There just aren't a lot of women in the industry to begin with, so like pioneering that is hard. So being gutsy enough to like go out and decide this is what you're gonna do, and like you're gonna represent our whole gender, like our whole sex of women, right? Definitely filmmaking can be stressful, especially like when you have deadlines and you're in school and you're gonna get a grade. But definitely, I wouldn't be doing anything else. My advice for someone wanting to become a filmmaker, it's like obviously it's a hard profession to pursue because the money's not really there, and like obviously that's something that's of concern, or like you have to think about, especially like leaving school. But if you really love it, then do it, because you'll regret it if you don't.